This is an example of the ladder stitch pattern that I'm going to be teaching you tonight. We will start from the beginning, and I'm using pony beads so they're nice and big and you can see how the thread is woven in and out. Reunion family, I wanted to teach you how to do the ladder stitch tonight. There's a lot of stuff that you can make with a ladder stitch. I'm working on this hat band by using a ladder stitch. The great thing about it is you don't have to have a loom, and it's easy to kind of take with you to work on when you're waiting for kids or trying to kill time. You can put it down and pick it up when you're ready. It's fun to do. So I'm going to use yarn tonight and pony beads. That way it's nice and big and you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to cut about 3 feet of yarn off to start with. And I'm going to thread my needle. And I'm pulling this through, but I'm not going to put a knot in it. I'm just going to fold it over like this because I'm going to use a single strand to bead with. Okay, you're going to start with the stopper bead. I'm going to use a different color than what I'm using for my project. I'm going to go through there. I'm going to leave a little tail at the end because that's going to go into my project. I'm going to have to weave it back in. And to put this into place, you're just going to go through twice. You're going to just go the opposite direction. There's 1 and then 2. And you're going to lock that in. I got my first bead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just going to pull all these down to meet my starter bead. Okay, now I'm going to hold this in my hand like this. Just kind of lay it over your fingers and hold this with these 2 fingers here to keep it in place. Okay, I'm going to pick up 2 beads, 2 off-white beads, so you can see the difference. 2 off-white beads, and pull them on, and I'm going to go back. I'm going to count 1, 2, and I'm going to come back through this bead the opposite direction like that. And pull that through, and they're going to sit on top. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to lock it in by going back through. Okay, then I'm going to pick up only 1 bead for the rest of my row. 1 bead. I'm going to go to the next bead. I'm going to go through 2 beads though. So here's 1 and here's 2. Pull that up. That's going to pop right there. And you see where those 2 beads are. You go straight up and you go back through to lock it in. Okay, now I'm going to pick up another bead, off-white bead, and go only 1, come back through 2, and then go up, go back through 2 to lock it in. Grab another bead, go through the first one, second one, so it's 2 beads that you're coming back through. You go up and you go back through this bead. Okay, see, it's starting to look like a ladder. This will straighten out once you put more beads on there. Grab another bead, same thing, come back through 2, go up and back this way. Okay, there's your first row. Flip it over, and now we're going to do the same thing again. And each row we start with 2 beads. So I'm going to do 2 yellow beads, put them on my needle, my string, go 2, back through, And then I'm going to loop that in and tie it in by coming back this way. So you're kind of just doing a circle through the beads. And they start to lay real nicely after you get a couple rows on there. Now I'm going to do only one bead for the rest of the row. One, and you come back through two. Pull that through, go directly up, see? And you go back through two. And that locks it in. And this is a ladder stitch. One bead, come back through two. This is a little wonky because I'm doing it with thread that's or yarn that's probably a little bit too thick for this. And go back through two, and that locks it in. And you just keep going on and on and on. And go this way, back through two, and see how my string is getting short, so I have to pull that out. I don't want to double it. I don't want to keep it in there. I want to keep pulling it out so there's only one string going through. And that way. And then you get another bead, back through two, go directly up, back through two. Right there. You have your ladder stitch. And as you continue to go and go, it'll straighten out. Hope that helps.